they've gotten to this point of, oh, I've climbed the corporate ladder, I'm in a senior position, I'm a director, I'm a C-suite something, and I can't afford to buy a house. And so I think that this like lazier mentality is actually, it's less about being lazy and it's more about not seeing the point of putting yourself through so much work for someone else and for someone else's benefit, to your detriment, and putting other people first. So I think that that's kind of that's how I view it. And I don't necessarily like the term lazy because I think it's, it has a really negative connotation and it doesn't actually define the actual nuance that is involved in the mentality of this next
Mm.
generation.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, there was one thing I worked out recently. I was trying to explain something to somebody about kind of Gen Z and Gen X, and I wrote something about do Gen X, do Gen Z really have it harder? Yes, they do. And I mean, if I look, and okay, I'm based in London, so we're based in a big city in the UK. If I did a quick exercise and looked over the last kind of 30 to 40 years, um, property prices in a city like London have gone up 30 times, roughly, whereas the salary for doing a job has gone up like 9.5 times in that
Yeah,
time. So somebody that 40 years ago would have been earning like
crazy.
£5,000 a year doing something is now earning like £45,000 a year. But the property they could have bought for £20,000 is now nearly £600,000. It's kind of so. A lot of this is what I think a lot of people, particularly from my generation, uh, miss when they're talking about the younger generation. And they're talking about your generation. Is that it is tougher. The wage growth has stagnated. The price of most other things has shot up. But also the kind of training schemes that are available, the coming in, the apprenticeships, the training
Yeah,
schemes, the qualifications that you could do, that's gone as well.
100% agreed. And I mean, there are definitely, some interesting companies doing, there was one I came across, that they're basically training people, like students who want to go into finance, on like what a day in the life would be, and they're training them on those core skills and competencies. The problem that I see with that is that that industry might be more likely to replace Gen Zers with AI, than they are to hire more Gen Zers and to pay to upskill them. But then you look at, and I've been talking about this a lot recently in my circles, you look at these other industries like manufacturing, and they are like, there is not any, there's no talent coming in to replace the boomers who are, you know, very fast and very rapidly, going out the door. So I think what it's interesting to kind of to think about, like, how are these industries going to reframe, and maybe it means, going back to what you were saying, maybe it means actually providing a livable wage. Maybe it means
Mm.
hiring fewer people, but really investing in them and investing in their long-term growth and developing really great programs.